Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. In today's video, we find ourselves at an eviction hearing for a Sovrad who decided not to pay his rent, and he pulls out all the stops with his Sovrad nonsensical legal jargon and everything like that, and still gets evicted. So let's sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Calling case number 22393437. This is Pasadena Investments LLC versus Dwayne Davis Jr. and all occupants at 2170 East Jefferson, Unit 1007.
Your Honor, for the record, Attorney Frederick J. Coleman, P56548, on behalf of the plaintiff. Your Honor, Mr. Davis at this time owes $6,706, court cost of $157. This is a subsequent hearing.
All right. Mr. Davis or Ms.
Hey.
Davis? Okay,
Yeah, I'm
Mr.
the beneficiary of Dwayne Davis right here. The beneficiary.
What is it?
Are you Dwayne?
Let the sovereign citizen courtroom antics begin, because you know what? This beneficiary crap is just a fancy way of him saying, I'm not going to answer the question of whether that's my name or not, just so I can slow down this legal process and get my own way, which will never happen, because the judge is not going to tolerate it in this instance. So let's carry on.
Excuse me. Are you Dwayne Davis Jr.?
I'm the beneficiary owner right here.
Do you reside at 2170 East Jefferson, Unit 1007?
Yes, the estate does assign there.
Do you reside in that property?
The beneficiary, yes.
The person I'm talking to, is that the person who is in this property at 2170 East Jefferson? You're not answering my question.
I don't fully understand it. Say it again.
All right, okay. At this point, I don't see anyone who resides at 2170 East Jefferson, Unit 1007. If you do reside there, please make the court aware of it.
Okay.
Your Honor, since the defendant has not identified himself as the defendant in this particular matter.
I just did. I just told you I'm the beneficiary.
Your Honor,
Other name.
Your Honor, since the defendant has not identified himself as a person in this property, he's attempting to try to act like he's a sovereign. This property is owned and is an apartment building. We're asking for a default judgment at this time. If he decides to pay it, that's great. If not, we'll be moving forward after time expires.
Before we proceed with this matter, can I ask the director of the beneficiary? I'm talking to the plaintiff, sir.
Then why don't you go ahead and call him the plaintiff, you Sovrad moron? I mean, that's standard courtroom proceedings. Just call him the plaintiff and move on. And this is why, ladies and gentlemen, that Sovrads can't exactly be trusted to represent themselves in a court of law, because it leads to a lot more convictions, and in this case, a lot more evictions. You should have done what you do best and drink a gallon of lead paint and let the big boys handle this while you sit at the kiddie table.
My legal person, I'm showing you right here, a corporation. Can you write me in 21 days and provide me evidence that you have legal?
Your Honor, none of that is
know
required by law in this court. I'm asking for a default judgment this time. Quit wasting the court's time. If he wants to file the appropriate court paper or identify himself to the court as you've requested on numerous occasions, then we can proceed forward. At this time, playing these legal games is against. I
have a birth certificate right here.
Against the law. Two, we provide the court with a lease agreement. We provide the court with the ledger. We're asking for a default judgment.
The court is in receipt of a summons, a complaint, a demand for non-payment of rent, as well as a lease agreement.
The summons was never notarized.
Signed with Dwayne Davis Jr., as well as the proof of service.
And this is continuing proof that this dumbass should have been left at the kiddie table to eat the crayons, and left his defense up to somebody who's, well, competent enough and actually has experience to understand that you don't need the proof of service notarized, such as an attorney who's actually experienced in eviction cases. I don't know. That could be a smart move.
Mr. Davis, Dwayne Davis Jr. How much is your monthly rent?
I want to say 900.
When's the last time you paid rent?
Long time. Siri paid my back balance, but Pasadena never put it to my account. So I consider Pasadena either took the money or what. I don't know what they did with it, but Siri definitely paid it. It's on the record. It's on my the record with the Siri. You can find it in their profile. But they're supposed to pay my back balance.
I don't know. I can't find it in my profile. So you qualify. Sarah paid. How much did Sarah pay?
They paid up to like September, but they didn't pay they're supposed to pay July, August, September, but Pasadena never put that to my account.
Your Honor, if it wasn't applied, my client didn't receive it.
Oh my goodness, dude, did you just admit to committing a crime? Because Sarah was an emergency relief fund set up by the state of Michigan to help tenants pay their rent during the pandemic. Sometimes the rent would be paid to the landlord directly, and other times it would be paid to the tenant. So if it was paid to the tenant in this case and the landlord didn't receive it, well then, he's just committed a crime because those funds were meant to go right to the landlord and not for your personal use.
Whoopsie daisy!
That is not our burden.
Okay.
It's his burden.
But that's in documents though that they were supposed to pay. I have it in documents.
Your Honor, I'm not going to sit up and argue all day, Your Honor. Bottom line is, the money is for his benefit. It is not for my client's benefit. Just like paying a mortgage payment. If I send a mortgage payment in, if it's not received, it's still on me. If you send a mortgage payment on my behalf and it's not received, it's still on the person who has the mortgage. He's the renter. It is his responsibility to have the money paid, or to whoever's paying on his behalf, that we receive it. We have done everything we're supposed to do. The documentation speaks for itself. At this time, again, I'm requesting for either default judgment or judgment by hearing.
And then I'm talking to the plaintiff. Can you just write me and saying that you have authority as a public servant to me?
Oh, looky there, the Sovrad wants to join the adults at the big boys table, but he still doesn't understand how things work. That lawyer is not your personal servant, and he is not a public servant. He is an attorney representing your landlord. So why don't you go back to the kiddie table and hire an attorney like you should have done in the first place, you Sovrad moron?
Your Honor, I am not writing.
Excuse me,
I'm not
Mr. Davis. This is a landlord-tenant court. This is summary proceedings. This is the second hearing, and you're afforded legal counsel. Legal counsel was available. They said that they could not assist you at this matter. Are you even identifying yourself as Dwayne Davis Jr.?
No, I'm the beneficiary of that name.
So are you not Dwayne Davis Jr.?
No, I am not. I am not.
Okay.
Well, that's fine that you don't want to answer the question and defend yourself. That's fine because you know what? It'll just make the eviction process that much easier. So just go back to the kiddie table and start drinking that lead paint again, okay? Have a good time. Oh yeah, and be sure to request a side order of crayon-flavored brownies while you're there.
Okay, we are entering, the court has not received the call or answer from Dwayne Davis Jr. Does anyone on this Zoom reside at 2170 East Jefferson, number 1007? Is anyone present who lives in that property on this Zoom?
Your Honor, again, no one's responded, asking for my default judgment. We can submit it to the court before the end of the day, along with a full ledger.
Default judgment granted.
Thank you, Judge.
Please submit the paperwork. Colin, you're free to leave. Well, nobody identified themselves, so calling the next case.
That is the look of a man who is utterly defeated. Well, perhaps the next time you need help in a court case, don't look inward toward yourself. actually go seek somebody who knows what they're doing instead of defending yourself with nonsensical sob-tard arguments that don't even hold up in court, such as an eviction court. You are an example of what not to do. So enjoy this failure. So, at any rate, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.